A cover story tonight. The United Nations owes $38 million to India. You must be wondering how the world body for peace is indebted to India. In many ways we can say, but this one is in the books. These are unpaid dues. The United Nations has to pay India $38 million, the highest it has to pay to any country. This is payment for India's contribution to the UN's peacekeeping operations. The United Nations is facing financial trouble. They are unable to pay countries for contributing to peacekeeping missions. So India is not the only one, but India is the worst hit, if I may use that expression. The UN owes as much as $265 million to several countries. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned. Here's what he said, and I'm quoting, "The United Nations is now effectively borrowing for prolonged periods from troop and police contributing countries. Many of them are low-income countries for which that imposes a significant financial burden." Now, Rwanda, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal are some other countries that the UN owes money to. All of these are low-income countries, as he said, that are pulling more weight than the developed nations of the West. The UN's financial woes have been brewing for some time now. Earlier this year, India's permanent representative to the UN, Syed Akbaruddin, had raised this concern. A large chunk of the funding of the United Nations comes via contributions by member states. At the moment, the world body is facing liquidity problems, which basically means that the United Nations does not have enough cash to cover its expenses. The United Nations balance sheet was in the red by the end of 2018. It had a negative cash balance of $323 million. 8 years ago, the UN balance sheet was totally different. It had a positive cash balance of $412 million. That is how much it has deteriorated. So how soon can the UN pay India and the rest of its creditors? It is not clear. It depends on how quickly the United Nations can fix its balance sheet and arrange for more funds to cover the payments. The UN chief has now requested the General Assembly to create a peacekeeping fund of $250 million. They believe that this corpus should be enough to fix their funding problem.